Hey y'all, we are going to make one of those Mexican flavored dishes to go with our queso fresco we made together. I know I took a little break Mother's Day weekend. I know I told y'all John took me out to eat Friday evening for Mother's Day, just he and I. And then Sunday we went out after church and all ate together as a family. So I got a little break. Of course, I know y'all saw Saturday we worked cows all day long. So that was not a break day, but it was something, one of those farm chores we had to do. So I am here because we got to make us something else Mexican to go with our cheese. I know. This thing is really, really good. I've made these before, and they're like a special taco. It's a brisket taco. So it's just a little extra special, and it's so very good. It's slow roasting brisket that we're going to put in the oven so we can go about our day doing things, but it's a really nice meal. First thing I want to start with is I've got me a cast iron pan, okay? And it is enamel coated. I got that one at Sam's Club. You can get them all over for not too much. And I wanted to show y'all this brisket. Isn't it pretty? It's about a 4.5 pound brisket. I have the other half of it because I bought it also. Well, I got this at Brookshire's. And so the other half of it, I just split it in half and I put it in a big old freezer bag, and I put it in my freezer right here. So I wanted to show y'all that's how I did it. If you want to do less than that, you can cut less than that. And I actually have seen smaller portions of briskets for sale in the grocery stores too. I just got that big one because I'm a Mexican style this one with tacos, and the other half of it I can slow roast it one day in the oven and make it barbecue-y, and so that'll be a whole other meal, huh? So that's what I did because you get a little better price on it. So first I want to put a lot of things in here to flavor our brisket and get it in the oven. I've got my oven on 325 degrees Fahrenheit and 162 degrees Celsius. I have to look that up every time just to let y'all know. So the first thing I'm going to do is a couple of ribs of celery, and y'all see I just kept the leafy tops. That's flavor right there too, and I'm going to just roughly chop it, okay, and drop it into my pot. And carrots I washed and I peeled them, you know, scraped them. So I'm going to do the same. I just cut the little tip ends off, and I got my little garbage bowl right here, my purple Rachel Ray garbage bowl. Y'all know I had to have a purple one, I know. One of you wrote me the sweetest little card and you didn't sign it, but you had such sweet things to say in it. And you said you even looked for me a purple card, and I thought that was so precious. That meant the world to me. But your note was priceless. It really was what you were saying. I'm just kind of roughly chopping him too. I call that rustic, you know, big old chops, okay? Just a rustic chop, I guess. Next, I am going to put 4 cloves of garlic. And if it doesn't make it real bad garlicky tasting, okay? 4 cloves. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's a 4.5 pound piece of brisket, so it won't at all. Not this fresh garlic. And I didn't do anything before I got on here, y'all, except get my camera set up. So I said lots of y'all love us to yak, so we are yakking today while I get all this done. Y'all saw I just smashed it a little bit with my knife just to get him peeled, and then I'm gonna mince it real good in there to put in the bottom of the pan. Smash. Y'all see what I'm doing? Smash and smash, and that makes your peel come off so easy on your garlic. I love that little thing to do. Yes, I do. John and I got up Sunday morning to go to church after working cows all day and climbing fences and carrying on. And what I posted isn't near about what all we did. That was just some of it. My camera would click off and I'd go check it every once in a while, and I'd have to put another battery in it. So y'all saw some of it. I think we were out there about altogether 5 hours. So yeah, and I told y'all I was going to use my smartwatch. I burned about 480 something calories doing that, so I said that's pretty good, pretty good. Something else I do on my garlic, y'all, is I cut that little bitty tip end off, that stem end is what I call it. I just don't I don't think it's that pretty in your food. So it's just a little habit I have, just a little habit. And I'm just going to kind of mince this up like this. Hope y'all can see everything I'm doing. I came down here in the canning kitchen, guys, because this morning John got rained out. It was raining. It rained all night long, and it cooled off big time here in Louisiana. It's in the 60s, you know, and it was in the 80s, close to 90. But anyway, so we got the cows worked just in time before all this rain came in. And we moved them across the road with us, all around us again. And y'all, they are in grass that is belly deep on them. They are happy, happy, happy little cows. Okay, guys, my 4 cloves of garlic, I'm just putting right in the pot, just like that. But anyway, John got rained out this morning, so I got up and drank coffee. And with him, he sat in there while I read the Bible to both of us. Let me rinse my garlicky hands, guys. And drank coffee, and then he had run into town and just looked at a couple little jobs in the rain. So he came back, and so I said, well, I was going to cook all this up in the house with y'all, but since he was in there, he was on the couch with the puppy dogs, with it drizzling rain, and they had gun smoke on so low you could hardly hear what was going on. So I said, we need to come down here so we can yak and talk and not keep him up, because I bet he might be passing a nap with those puppy dogs right now, don't y'all? Let's see, guys. Next, I'm going to put 2 bay leaves in there. I always smell these, and they remind me of our friends Pamela and Oscar. They live down close to New Orleans in Kenner, and they have a bay tree because it stays warmer further south in Louisiana you get, and so it doesn't freeze, and they share these with us, and I'm so thankful because I love them. Next, let's see what we've got to do. Oh, we're going to zest us a lime, and I did not wash him. Let me scrub him real good real quick. There we go. We need to zest a lime. And if you don't like lime, you could do a lemon, or you could do an orange even. I like to do orange if I'm doing it barbecue style. But for Mexican flavors, we just kind of think of lime, don't we? I know that a lot of people that live in Mexico call all of these limes. I think a lemon is a yellow lime, and this is a green lime. I like to learn all different things from all different countries. It's like we're broadening our minds, isn't it? It is to me. Yes, it is. There you go, guys. Just some of the zest. You can do all or just some. It's no matter. And I'm going to save him, and we're going to squeeze him on top of our brisket when we put it in there. Be a nice little citrusy hit for us, won't it? Alright, y'all, let's see what else I want to put in here before we put our brisket in here. I believe that's about it. Let me get him over here. See if I can do this without making a big old mess on us. Y'all see him? I took him out of the package and I rinsed him and patted him dry. Fat side up. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. Y'all see how I'm sliding him in there fat side up? That's what we want, so that fat can just melt down in the meat and tenderize it and flavor it. That's what we want, just like that. Let me wash my hands real good, since I've been handling some raw meat, even if it was quickly, huh? There we go. All right, now I wonder if I can put this up here. Can everybody still see it pretty good? Y'all see him? Yeah. Something I want to put in here, we're going to make some charred corn salsa to go on our tacos, our brisket tacos. So I'm going to put red bell pepper in the charred corn salsa, but I won't put this tip top piece and the very bottom piece like that, so we can use that to season in our brisket, can't we? Yes, I'm not going to put that green part. Let me just kind of cut that out of there. Just like that. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. Our preacher, Brother Robbie Lawson, he preached that to me. He preached on spiritual mothers, and we don't necessarily have to birth a child, but we're mothering somebody. You can mother many people, many people. And you don't have to be a birth mother to do that. You sure do not. Let's see, next, what have we got to put in here? We need to put some salt and some pepper on top of him. Let me grab my salt, guys. Real quick like. And I'll just do a nice healthy pinch in there. That's maybe half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, okay? Let's do another healthy pinch. That's a 4.5 pound brisket. We don't want him to be flavorless, do we? No, we do not. Alright, now I'm going to juice these limes on here. Sure am. Y'all see, I'm kind of just doing Mexican flavors in here. That's all I'm doing. And when I do the barbecuing, I'll just do barbecue-like flavors in there. So you just kind of make this your own. You can put whatever seasonings you want to. You sure can. Okay. I have got a can of diced tomatoes. It's a 14.5 ounce can, or a 411 gram can of diced tomatoes, and then the same of the tomato sauce. I think it's a 15 ounce can, but y'all get it. And if you've got crushed tomatoes, you could certainly put a can of those, or a couple of cans of those. You sure could. I've got a can of diced and a can of tomato sauce, so that's my little combination here. This one I've got to open my sauce. Y'all see how nice and festive we're getting this brisket, don't you? It's making me excited, I know. It sure is. Pour that on top of there. Yum, yum, yum. Something y'all know smoked paprika had to come into it. I know. I'm not even going to apologize. So I'm going to put probably like a teaspoon in there. Grab me a teaspoon. Add a nice little smoky flavor in there. If you had some chipotle, chopped chipotles and adobo sauce, that'd be great in here. I don't. It's up in the house, and I'm not. Y'all know how many trips I made down in here to get everything down here? I probably went back up to the house 4 or 5 times, and I'd write on my hand what I needed, and I'd run and grab that list. I'd come back down and say, oh my goodness, I forgot this. So I'll write me another list on my hand. I've been back and forth. I started out with my hair fixed, and I finally said, forget that, because it's drizzling rain, me running back and forth. I know, I'm a silly willy. Let's put some fresh ground pepper. Y'all know I like that pepper melange, the red, the green, and the pink, and the white, and the black. But you can put whichever kind you like, guys. I noticed some of y'all said my clock was flashing back here on my YouTube camera, so I covered it up with a little crocheted chicken that Cindy sent me. He's got a good use, doesn't he, Cindy? Taco seasoning. This is perfect. This is that one-stop shop, and it's got garlic, onion, chili peppers, other things. I'm trying to think. Garlic and onion and chili. Oh, cumin. It's got lots and lots of Mexican flavors in it, so it's one-stop shop, and you don't have to open a bunch of jars of all your seasoning. It's right here. And I said I was going to tell y'all what I was going to put. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, or about 2 teaspoons full, okay? We'll just shake that around here. And y'all know that I make all kinds of other crock pot meals that we'll put this in. So put this in a little Ziploc and right back in your pantry, because we'll use it like that chicken verde. We sure will. I'll probably make that again, because I don't think I've got it on a YouTube video, you know, portrait size or landscape size. I've just got it on the Facebook portrait. Okay, guys, now we need some beef broth. 2 cups or 32 ounces or 907 grams of beef broth. I need to write that on my recipe. Yes, I do. And I just kind of pour it to the side so I won't wash all my seasoning off the top. Like that. Here and there. If you wanted to pan sear your brisket first, you could, but y'all see how long it's going to cook in here? You won't even miss that seared time. You sure won't. We can get on with other stuff, right? Good gracious. This is going to be full. Something I want to do, and you do not have to do it, I was going to put about a half a cup of a Corona Mexican beer, just to be authentic, just to be Mexican-y. And you do not have to do this. Last time I made this and time before that, I didn't put that in there, but we're going to do that today just to be a little more fiesta-like. I'm going to put just about a half a cup of it. Like I say, if you don't want to cook with alcohol, just omit this part. You do not have to add any more liquid to it either. None at all. It is all good. Alright guys, that's it. Y'all see, this is so full I can't quite show you what it looks like. I'm going to slide it into this oven over here with the lid on, and it is going to go, y'all know a brisket, it loves to cook on low and slow, so that's why it's on that lower temp. And I'm going to let it go at least 4 hours, and I'm going to check it and see if he's tender. And if he isn't, I'm going to let him go 5 or 6 hours. So just whatever, but that'll give us plenty of time to make the other things to go with it. I think he has got so much liquid on him and everything. Do I cover him? Do I not cover him? I can't remember what I normally do. We're going to cover him. I think I normally do that. Yep, so he won't get dried out. Alright guys, let me slide this into the oven and I'll be back. Hey y'all, we're going to make pickled purple onions. Y'all know I like to call them purple onions because they are purple, aren't they? I know it. But anyway, we're going to pickle some red onions to go on our brisket tacos. I'm also going to do this a separate video, okay? So I'm going to do it in with our brisket video, and then I'm going to do it separately. So in case you just want to look up pickled purple onions or pickled red onions or something, you could do other onions if you want to. I just love the festive color of the purple for our tacos. So if you're watching this and you're like, well, where are the brisket tacos? You can look that up on a separate video as well, okay? Oh goodness, I'm gonna get people confused, including myself, aren't I? All right, guys. First thing we're gonna start with is some very warm water in just a container. I have my water running good and hot down here. Yeah, we're gonna get a cup of very warm water. First thing into our container, and now we want to put 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, and this is the kind I got. It's organic Bragg's, but use any kind you want to. And if you don't want to use apple cider vinegar, or you want to make this at home and you don't have it and you've got white vinegar, then use white vinegar, okay? Don't worry about that. I don't think that would make too big of a difference. I really don't. So we're going to do 1/2 cup of that, or 4 ounces. Yes, put that over in my dishwater. And next we're going to do a teaspoon of salt. Let me grab my salt over here. Guys, I got one of those things that goes on your camera that follows you when you move. I haven't set it up yet. I'm going to get that out tonight, and that'll be good because when I move off screen it'll follow me. So y'all will like that, I hope. 1 teaspoon of salt down in here. When you pickle stuff, you do the salt and the sugar. That's how we pickle stuff. So now we need sugar. And I'm going to do a generous, my tablespoon is in my dishwater already. I'm all the time cleaning up too early on myself. So I'm going to do a generous tablespoon, or a tablespoon and a half, guys, on your sugar, okay? And I promise in the recipe that's going to be above me on Facebook, just under the title, and then below me in the description box on YouTube, I promise I'll put the grams of that as well. And we are going to stir this. Get that melted around in there, that sugar and that salt. This is our pickling liquid right here. You could add anything to it you wanted to, but this is going to be enough just to do us some simple little pickled onions. You can put these on anything. These are delicious. And they'll probably, you are going to refrigerate these. We're not going to like have to water bathe them or any of that. This is just a quick pickling. You just put it into your refrigerator and it's good for, goodness gracious, I know at least a month. And your little onions stay crispy and crunchy and wonderful. We're going to add a little jalapeno, sliced jalapeno in ours, because we're making it a little more Mexican flavored and fiesta-like. Alright, I've got my purple onion going in my purple bowl. I know I'm kind of ate up with it, aren't I? I know I am. I know I am. One of my daughter-in-laws, Katie. Hey, Katie girl. She said, Amy, did you know that what I read about people that like purple? I said, what is that? She said, people that like purple, I read, let everybody know all the time that they like purple. I said, well, I guess that's me, but I'm just real passionate about it. I loved it as a baby. My parents said I would gravitate toward purple things, and I just love it, and I love the mood it puts me in. So I guess if you're a purple lover, you are passionate about it, because it really makes you feel good. It certainly does. Okay, I just peeled that. Let me rinse my hands. All right, guys, and so they'll fit into our jar, and this is a pint jar. Just depends on how many onions you want to pickle. Okay, guys, need to rinse my knife too. I see he's got a little bit of peel on him. There we go. So I'm going to cut mine in half, right down the center one time, and then that's going to put it like two halves sitting like this. Okay, and then we're going to thinly slice, because these need to be really thin, so when you get you a little fingerful or a handful or a forkful, you know, it can lay real lacy like on your taco. And I kind of slice that first little bit off because it's not too lacy like, is it? And I'm just thinly slicing. I mean just as thin as you can slice. Oh, he's strong. He is strong smelling. Yes, he is. Yes, whoever it was that sent me her note, it's up in the house. I was going to read it today, but she didn't sign it, and she didn't put her return address, and I get that. I sure do. That can be scary. I certainly do get it. But it was the sweetest, sweetest little note, and so uplifting, and that means so much to me, so very much. Y'all, honest to goodness, all of you bless me so much more, I believe, than I'm blessing you with all your sweetness. My goodness, y'all are the sweetest people, and I cherish it. I do. I'm so thankful to be on here with y'all. We all pray for one another, and we're almost like a little therapy group, aren't we? I know. I love that. I really, really do. Thinly slicing, guys. My whole brisket taco video is going to be kind of long, isn't it? But most of you love that, and y'all are like me. We just like to visit. Okay, I'm going to dump him too, because he's just a little bit. And now y'all see how he's a little bit thick there on the end. Y'all see how I'm just kind of breaking them all up so they'll be nice and lacy like that. Yeah, and if you wanted to leave them all round whole, you could, but I like them to be kind of just in half. So however you like to slice them, guys, is how you need to do it. Okay, that's starting to get to me. I should have brought my onion cutting goggles down here that one of you sent me. Really sweet, and I love them. I use them, but I don't have them down here with me. I can't remember if I washed that jalapeno or not. I believe I did, but just because I can't quite remember it, we're just going to do it again. Won't hurt a thing, will it? Okay, guys, and I'm going to just slice this just like that, kind of thinly. Don't touch your eyes after him. No, no, no. And I'm leaving the seeds in there because we like things spicy, but you can take the seeds out, whatever you want to do. Okay, y'all, and I'm just going to begin to stuff my purple onions down in here, just like this. Aren't these going to be beautiful? They are, I know. I might have to find us another jar, guys. And I'm going to put a jalapeno here in there. I should have put one down in there so he'll be real pretty. Let's start over. Right, I know. I'm my own worst enemy, aren't I? I couldn't agree with you more. No, I couldn't. Okay, guys. Some of y'all know just why I'm doing that. See, he's pretty. He's pretty down in there like that. Yes, he is. Oh, my goodness. Some of y'all told me that seen our cow working video when we got to Ace and we were banding Ace to castrate him. When he was, some of y'all said, Amy, Ace has got a beautiful face. Amy, Ace is so pretty. And oh my goodness, tears came to my eyes because I couldn't agree with y'all more. And I wanted so badly to keep Ace and make a bull out of him and actually sell him as a bull. He was born first and he is our biggest and he is gargantuan already. So I know he's going to be a bull. His father is royalty, a royal American Angus. He put us in the American Angus Association. He's the only thing that's royal around here. It's our bull, Dudley. But I just saw so much of him when he was born that he was going to be this fantastic bull. But y'all know John and I have got our fingers in everything, and so we just weren't able. I should have advertised him and kind of got him pre-sold, and we would have raised him right here as a bull so he could go on and live on a farm and father others, because he can't father. He's here with his sisters and his mamas and aunts, you know, so he can't stay here on our farm. But I should have done that, and I told John, I said, even when we're back there banding him, I was brokenhearted because I knew. And then when y'all said all those comments about how good he looked, it just confirmed my feelings. I was not listening to that small, still voice in my head saying, do not band him. And I was like, can we go take the bander off? But it's been 3 days and I know I'm just being silly, but I regret it. Let's see, I'll put 3 jalapenos in here, and I'll put 3 jalapenos in my other jar. I just want to show y'all how pretty this is going to be. Just beautiful. Hey y'all, I wanted to tell y'all, make sure I did say you do put these in the refrigerator. Y'all see I had enough for a little 1/2 pint jar too, so this is going to be great for us. And they will last in your refrigerator 2 to 3 weeks. So they're going to last for us to put on some tacos and some burritos. And you can put these in anything, really. They don't have to be Mexican, okay? A lot of y'all are going to know. You probably have a lot of good suggestions is what we could put this in. So put these in your refrigerators. What I wanted to stress, yes. Hey, y'all. We are about to make our charred corn salsa. I'm drying on my ears of corn. I washed them. I'm trying to take my paper towel and get all those little silks off there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes. Did y'all do that? I used to sit at my grandparents' house and shuck corn. I thought it was fun. I thought stuff like that was fun. Maybe just because I was at my grandparents' home, huh? It's always fun to be at your grandparents' home. Good memories. All right, y'all. I'm going to move y'all over here to the stove to show y'all what I'm doing to char this corn. First, I wanted to get it good and clean and tell you all the things you're going to need in this. You're going to need some olive oil or any kind of canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever you want to do in a cast iron skillet. I've got a cast iron griddle for your corn. You're going to need about 4 ears of corn. I got these fresh in the grocery store and shucked them. You can also buy them pre-shucked, but they'll still have the silks you'll have to wash and get off. You're going to need 1 jalapeno, 2 limes. You can use 1 large. This is a small little lime, so I've got 2 limes. That red bell pepper that we cut the top and the bottom off and put in our brisket to flavor him. And then I've got me about a cup of grape tomatoes, or if you don't want to use grape tomatoes that we're going to dice and put in our salsa, you can use 1 or 2 regular just tomatoes, you know, any kind of tomato you want to. I've just got lots of these grape tomatoes, so I'm going to use that. We're also going to use about a cup or cup and a half of chopped cilantro that I love. If you don't love cilantro, I know some people are funny about cilantro. I hope you love it though, because I love it. You don't have to put it. Maybe you could put some parsley, but it sure does lend that wonderful Mexican flavor to this. And of course, salt and pepper also we're going to need. And that's about it. So I'm going to get us over here by the stove, guys, and show y'all what I'm going to do with the corn to char it, and then we'll make our salsa. All right, here we go. I've got this on low right now because I've been talking to y'all. Ooh, it feels good. That heat coming out. This is just a griddle. If you just have a large cast iron skillet, you can do that. Whatever you have is what you can do. You could grill this corn outside. That'd be fantastic. Just going to take a couple of teaspoons or a tablespoon of olive oil is what I have. Like I say, you can use vegetable oil, corn oil, whatever you want to use. It'll be just perfect and fine. And then we're going to take our clean ears of corn. Oh, did y'all hear that little sizzle? Hope y'all did. Oh yeah. And we're going to start charring this corn. Yes, we are. Just like that. I'm going to leave it. Since we're right here babysitting it, I might turn it up just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is every so often I'm going to check it and turn it and let like all four sides get nice and charred. Okay. Right now I'm just turning it to get that oil coated on all four sides like that. But you'll leave it, and it's hard to say how long that's going to take because everybody's stoves are differently, different heats, you know, and cook differently. So just sit here and watch them, and as they char to a deep brown color, a nice deep brown color, of course I'll end up showing y'all. Then you're just going to keep turning it like that and get all your sides done. But right now I'm just going to let them sit now that I got them coated in that oil, and we'll check them from time to time. And I'm going to move y'all back over here in front of me so we can start making all the stuff to go with our corn. Hey guys, I am back. We've got our corn charring over here. I want to show you a piece of it. Let me show you. See how it's doing? Do y'all see that nice brown spot on it? Yeah, so just keep twisting it around and you're going to get some pretty brown on there. Pretty brown if you twist it around. Yes, you are. Okay, guys, let's get on to the rest of it. This red bell pepper that we had put a top and a bottom in our brisket to season him. And if you're not making that brisket, just cut you up a red bell pepper. No big deal. No stress. That's right. No stress. That's what I like about cooking. I like getting in here with y'all and talking. And no stress. That's the part I love. So I'm going to dice this red bell pepper just like this. And I'm going to show you all this, and I won't make y'all stay on here during all my dicing and my chopping and slicing. But y'all see I'm going to have me some red bell pepper like that and some tiny little dices. Okay. And on the tomatoes, these grape tomatoes, like I say, if you want to just use a large tomato, just chop it however you want to. Some of that corn sounds like it's popping over there. I'm going to take my grape tomato and I'm actually going to slice him in half one time and then in half again, where he's in about 4 little pieces on my grape tomatoes. Just in half, and then twist him and go in half again like that, and you got 4 pieces. So I chop him lengthways in half, and then I give him a twist and I chop him again. Just like that. So he's in 4 little pieces. One tried to escape our little corn salsa party, didn't he? He said, escape. You threw me off, woman. All right, that's what I'm going to do to all the tomatoes. This jalapeno, I think I am going to de-seed it. I don't want it to be like so hot in our salsa. So I'll slice him lengthwise like that. And I'll just kind of cut his little veins and seeds out like that. And then I'll take them and pull them out so we won't have all those hot little seeds in there. And if you leave 1 or 2 seeds, that's good too. No big deal. Let me get the rest of my seeds and veins out of there. Don't touch your face after you've been doing this. Oh goodness, I've made that mistake before and rubbed my eyes. Goodness gracious, not good. if I'm pickling these peppers, which we'll do out of the garden. Y'all know we're growing a bunch of these. I'll actually wear some little gloves. I hear my corn not quite sizzling anymore. Let me give it a twist, guys. I'm always listening to my food. Not quite sizzling. So y'all ready for a twist? Yes, y'all are. They said we are. We are. Here we go. Get you on the side that's not toasted just yet. Now then, we are back. And on my jalapeno, I finally dice it. So I'll cut it in tiny, thin little strips lengthways like this. Okay? And then I'll go back crosswise and I'll chop, 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 chop. Just fine, tiny little dices. That way you get the flavor of this jalapeno all throughout this corn salsa, but you don't get a big bite of a jalapeno that's going to be kind of overpoweringly hot. Plus we've got the seeds out, so it shouldn't be too overpoweringly hot. And then after I do that, I'll come back like this and I'll just mince, 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 just like that. Get it nice and pretty down in there. And I'm going to slide that to the side. I'm prepping right now. And we are going to put these two limes. I hate that I say I notice that when I watch these videos, guys, that I'm going and that drives me crazy. Yes, it does. All right. I'm going to get everything prepped. Oh, the cilantro. I want to show y'all that as well, what I do. Let me do a little cleaning of my workstation, of my seeds. As I'm back, I'm so sorry. One of my batteries went out on my YouTube camera, and I heard it say beep, beep, and I was like, oh, no. So I had to stop just for a second. The only other thing we're going to put in here, my corn's not making noise. Let me twist him again. How are you guys looking? Pretty fantastic. Yes, you are. Alright, I got to get back and chop some cilantro. And I'm going to do this cilantro. And guys, I put mine, when I bring it home from the grocery store, I wash it real good under the faucet. And then I put it in a jar of water, okay? And I stick this in my refrigerator on the top shelf, like with your milk and juice and such. And it lasts so much longer. Do y'all see it? I bought this, no joke. Now, and I have to stress, when you buy it, it needs to look good and fresh. You're not reviving it, okay? You are merely just preserving it a little longer, keeping it a little longer. I have a friend, Miss Sharon. She said she bought something that looked kind of poorly in the store and put it in the refrigerator, and it didn't last very long. And I was like, well, it does have to be nice and fresh when you buy it from the store, okay? We're just keeping it a little longer. So anyway, I'm going to get some of this bunch, and I've had this in there, I know, 10 days. I wanted to cook this meal with y'all last week and got crazy busy after we did the cheese. So I had pre-bought it the end of the week before. So it's almost been in here 2 weeks, and y'all see how gorgeous it looks. But I keep it in the refrigerator. So I'm going to get me a nice handful bunch of this cilantro. I love how it smells. And we're going to do a cup and a half of cilantro. So let me get me some more of this pretty bunch of cilantro. Yeah. Y'all see these pretty flowers behind me? Y'all remind me, the reason why I put them there in a vase, y'all remind me, because I was going to show y'all something I made. It's not food-wise, because those are flowers, fake flowers, faux flowers. Y'all see I'm just cutting the tops off there, just kind of like that. And then I'm going to chop my cilantro just roughly. You don't have to finely mince your cilantro, just a rough chop like that. I kind of got right back down to the stem, so I'll dump that too, just like that. So you're going to have a cup of roughly chopped cilantro when you get through with this, guys. But anyway, yeah, y'all keep reminding me, because I made something. I was a Bible school director one year at our church that's right down the road when we went there. Meridian. Hey, Meridian. And I was the director one year, and our Bible school theme was Mexican themed, and we even sang some of our Bible school songs in the program in Mexican. And so we taught the kids a little bit of Spanish, so that was fantastic. And so anyway, during the time I used all sorts of things to build a little Spanish village in our area where we would eat and do our crafts. But one of the things I did is I took these little cheap or inexpensive flowers. I got these at the Dollar Tree, this whole bunch for $1, just some festive colors, and I used a string of Christmas lights, and I put these on there, and I'll show y'all how I took them apart and put them on the Christmas light, and it was nice and festive and lit up and real cute. And I wanted to do that before I made the cheese and to do this, and I'm gonna try to get that done this month somehow or another. But anyway, y'all just keep reminding me. I always know if I just show y'all or say something, y'all keep sending me messages and remind me, or I'll just forget all about that thing. So y'all keep doing that too. That's why I put those back there. Plus they look pretty, huh? Nice and festive. All right, I'm gonna turn my corn. I'm gonna keep watching it. When it gets browned on all sides or charred, then I'm going to take it up and I'm gonna let it cool to where I can touch it to cut that off the cob, and that's when I'll get back on here with you guys. See y'all in a bit. Hey y'all, I wanted to run back up into the house and get a bundt cake pan, because you can put your corn that we've let cool. Isn't that gorgeous and charred? Yes it is. But you can put your corn on top of that bundt, that middle piece on that, and shave it off and it falls down the bundt pan. It's wonderful, terrific little tip. But if y'all can hear, I bet some of y'all can hear that tin, my tin roof here in the Cannon kitchen, rain sitting on it, and it's thundering and carrying on. I said, no, I'm not going back up to the house to get that. So I'm letting this cool, this charred corn. Can y'all see how pretty and charred it is? Oh, it smells so good and smoky. It's going to be so great in this little salsa. This salsa we're going to put on tacos, but also you can just dip some corn chips in it and eat away, right? I know. You sure can. Let me scoot these out of the way. I think they're about cool enough, and I'm just going to take them like this. And if some escapes, because I don't have them over a bundt pan, it'll be okay. And I'm just going to cut them off the cob just like this, guys. Ooh, they're still steamy and hot. They sure are. We'll do all this. I'm going to keep on at it. It rained all night long. I was kind of hoping it'd be quit, but it's a raining again. Yes, it is. I'm so glad we already worked our cows. Goodness, I am. Y'all see what I'm doing? And y'all know what will love these little cobs is my chicky chicks. Yes, they will. So I do not throw these away. My chickens love. They'll pick all that goodness out of there. So that's what I do with them. I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm not going to keep y'all on here this whole time with me just cutting corn off the cob. But when I bring y'all back, I'll have y'all over the bowl and we'll put all this salsa together and see how good it looks. I think I got everybody down here. I cut all that corn off. Y'all see that beautiful charred corn? So very good. I need me a stirring spoon, don't I? I didn't do that. I've got this one. It's not quite too big, but it's gonna make it. All right, guys, so I've got that cut off in a bowl. Next I'm gonna add, and it ended up being 1 cup of those grape tomatoes that I chopped. Quartered is what I did. I just quartered them. Then I ended up doing half of a red bell pepper because I want it to be mostly corn. He is the star of our show. And the 1 jalapeno that I seeded and chopped finely minced. And then all this beautiful cilantro. That's a nice fluffy cup, I guess. Cup and a half. You don't have to put that much if you don't want to, but it'll kind of wilt down in there, so I do. Y'all see how it's looking? Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. All right, now we are going to do a few other things. Smoked paprika. Y'all knew we had to put some of that in there. Let's sprinkle. What was that? About a half a teaspoon, maybe. Yes, and we're going to do us a nice pinch of salt like that, because just think about it, our corn has no salt nor our tomatoes, so everything needs some salt on there. I'm going to fresh grind some pepper. Oh, I smell that smoked paprika. It smells so good. It'll kind of complement that charred flavor on some of those pieces of corn. And that corn is a sweet corn that I bought at the grocery store, guys. It was just a sweet corn. I think they call it two-colored because it'll be white and yellow. Y'all see how beautiful this is looking? We've got to juice our limes in here. And because I had two little ones, I'm going to juice both of them. But if you've got one big one, that will work even better. Yes, it will. Oh, he hit the floor. That third one is not going in there, that third half. Okay, guys. Y'all see how pretty and beautiful and terrific this is? Let's see if I can raise y'all up here so I can talk to y'all. Do y'all hear that the thunder outside? I hope y'all can. It's thundering and raining out here. How beautiful is this? Isn't this going to be good on our brisket tacos? I know it is. Yes! I want to tell you, this alone is good with some chips. Tortilla chips or homemade tortilla chips. I hope to have time to do that with y'all one day really soon. But it's raining. I did not go get me any tortilla chips out of the house. So I'm going to take a bite of it right now just like it is. Make sure I get something of everything. This needs nothing but to go into my belly. So good, so refreshing. You can taste that little char on the corn. It's wonderful, wonderful combination. I'm going to cover this in plastic and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator before I eat it all. So we can have it with our tacos. It quit raining, yay! So I was able to run up to the house and grab us some tortilla chips. Yes, just some store-bought, but that's still good, right? Let's try a bite of this with it. Oh. Yes, yes. Y'all gonna make this. Like I say, you can eat it with some chips, but we're gonna eat it on our brisket tacos, so I better put it up. See y'all in a little bit. Okay, y'all. The star of the show is ready. Yes, it is. There's one thing I want to tell y'all. Y'all probably noticed this if you've read the recipe, but I never did put my onion in there when I was calling out my ingredients. I just totally forgot about it. This is a yellow Spanish onion. You can put a white onion, whatever. I just chop it in large pieces. It's just for seasoning your meat, so it's not any particular way to chop it, but it's going to be good without it. But I completely just got yakking with y'all, and I totally forgot about it. So I wanted to tell you that, and I am going to put that in the recipe. So, just so y'all know, y'all got to see how beautiful this piece of meat is. Oh, my goodness. I bet these carrots that's been cooking in here. Yeah, they're delicious. So good. Yum. Oh, y'all, can you see this beautiful piece of meat? I did halfway through cooking. I flipped it upside down, although it had, so that fat cap's still on there, so I'm just going to turn it upright. I'm going to take my 2 bay leaves out of here. They seem to make it out of the pot. And I'm going to kind of just, let's see, I bet I can take my knife and kind of shave this fat cap off here. Get my finger out of the way. I know I heard some of y'all say that. Yes, I did. I heard you. Oh, I wish y'all could smell this so much. I really, really, really do. It smells wonderful. Just going to put that back in here real quick so we can see our pretty piece of meat. We're going to be ready for John Murray to come home and bless this meal, aren't we? All right, now I'm going to flip it back over. And y'all, he is just literally fork tender to shred. I just want to show y'all a bit of that. Just look at this. Y'all see me just shredding? Oh my Oh my goodness. Let me get my finger out of there. It's kind of hot. Just shredding and shredding. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. We must taste. We must. We must. Yes, we must. And get me a little piece. I'm always taking huge bites with y'all. Yum! I mean, so full of flavor, guys. You can do this. What's left over, if you don't eat on tacos, we're going to make nachos with. Yes, I do plan on doing that if some's left over. You never know with John. He might just decide he's going to eat it all. He will sure put the hurting on this, let me tell y'all. Y'all see how it's just shredding? Oh, delicious. I'm going to get this all prepared. I've got my meat chopping cutting board right here that I've got it on. And I'm going to get it all out of here and shred it. Chop it just a little bit so we can put it on our tacos. And then I'll get everything else out. And when John gets home, we're going to eat here in the canning, well, down in the canning kitchen porch is what we're going to eat. And I'm going to take y'all out there and get him bless the meal for us. So I will see y'all shortly. Hey y'all, look who came in. John did, and just in time. It's like he's got a sixth sense in it, baby. We're going to fix our plates, and then we're going to go outside and meet y'all at on the porch, and John will ask the blessing for our food. But you see my spread, baby? You see my spread? It looks great. This is brisket, and then you're going to put some corn salsa on there, some chimichurri sauce. You've tasted that. Was it good, baby? It's good. It really was. And some pickled onions, if you want it. Yep. And of course that queso fresco we made a couple of days ago. So, all right, baby, start off. And oh, y'all, one thing I didn't do with y'all, I toasted some corn tortillas on a cast iron skillet. Just toast them up where they're nice and warm and fresh tasting. All right, there you go, baby. Put you some meat. I'm gonna put me some meat too. I'll come along behind you. Some of that brisket's just falling apart. You see how I just shredded it? It's wonderful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You know, I can't make them small tacos. It's work for me.
Well, I know you don't make small ones. We all know that by now. I'm gonna take a picture of you fixing your tacos, baby. Yeah, put you some corn salsa.
Corn salsa.
Yeah. It looks so pretty. Y'all know what about this meal? This meal is healthy. Y'all see we slow roasted that brisket in the oven. We didn't fry anything. We've got the corn tortillas, that chimichurri sauce, and the pickled onions, and the corn salsa is all fresh vegetables and spices and herbs. So it's good. It's good for us, baby. We're making a good choice tonight. And we're gonna squeeze some fresh lime on there. We'll give you a little wedge of lime, all right, darling?
Yep.
And put you some queso fresco. Do you want some pickled onions?
Maybe just a couple.
Okay. Just a few. Put some of your jalapenos in there too. How about like that? Is that good? I know you don't really care for tons. Okay, baby, queso fresco.
I'll let you do it. I wash my hands, but yours is always cleaner than mine, even if I wash them.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You say when. Say when.
Say when?
Yeah, say when.
That ought to be when.
Really? Now I gotta show everybody your pretty plate. Can I show everybody your pretty plate? Okay, guys. Look at here. Isn't that gorgeous and yummy looking? Hang on, let me turn this light around and show everybody how gorgeous and yummy looking this is. It is, isn't it? I know it. Alright guys, we'll meet y'all outside. Hey y'all. Don and I are dining al fresco, aren't we, baby?
Yes, we are.
Alright, baby.
Heavenly Father, I just thank you for this meal. I thank you for the day, Lord. I just ask you, please just look after us, Lord. Just keep the devil from us. Please be with the people in our prayers. Be with our nation, Lord. We love you so much. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, baby. I didn't have but, what, one fork down here and no glasses, so I put us We've got our canning jars, don't we?
Mhm.
See what you think about a bite of these brisket tacos. It's been a while since I made these, huh?
I know all the pieces taste really good.
All the separate pieces?
Yeah, all the separate pieces taste really good.
You hadn't had a piece all together, have you, baby?
Mm-hmm. That's good.